Hey, there you guys go. Look, 'cause for some reason I got a call just before I went on, and when I got that call, it knocked my camera out. But good morning, everyone. Um, this is an amazing brisk day today. If you are like me and here in North Carolina, it is 18 degrees, very, very cold. But we are so grateful that we are here for another day. We're so thankful that God has allowed us just to see another day. Look, I wanted to come on and do a quick morning motivation. And I wanted to talk about refocus. So every week we've been talking about the steps to um, ending your year strong, finishing this year strong. And today's morning motivation is about, excuse me, I'm a little, my words seem to be a little twisted, but excuse me, we're going to get into it anyway. Today is going to be about refocusing as we end this year. And we've talked about this a little each time, but I want to talk about specifically about refocusing. So we talked about prioritizing your goals. We talked about going back over your list. Now it's time to refocus. You say, look, refocus? Yes, it's time to refocus. It's time for us to um, go back as we're looking through this list, as we're prioritizing what is the things we can still finish this year and what we can finish next year. We need to focus in on the things that are most important. When I say the things that are most important, if I've decided this is a goal that I need to finish this year, now I need to focus in on that goal. Now I need to take the steps to make that goal come to pass. And now I need to like buckle down in this last few days of the year saying, hey, this is something that I can complete before the year is over, but now I got to buckle down. Now I have to focus in on it. I have to hone in on it. Nothing else can take my attention away from this particular dream or goal. The reason we're doing that is because we want to finish this year strong. Okay? We want to finish this year strong. And finishing strong means that I've done all the steps to complete this year for me to move into 2026 prepared to start running on day one, right? So a lot of us take day one off, but if you're like me and you're an entrepreneur and you have so many other things going on in your life, day one, January 1, you already have a list of goals that a list of things that's on your schedule that need to be done to move into the next week. The year turns, but the business doesn't stop moving. It doesn't give you that break to say, hey, I don't have orders that I need to fill. And so with knowing that 2026 will come in and we want to run successfully through 2026, we need to put a nice neat bow on 2025. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying everything is always going to be peaches and cream. Neither am I saying that we always have it all together. But we want to become strong finishers. Strong finishers, being a strong finisher is so important. A lot of times we start off strong. We feel like we run in this race, they say running this race with grace and patience and all of that. But as we get to January and February, we start to slow down. We make fitness goals. We make all types of different goals that we say, oh, I'm going to get through this in a year. And before June, those goals have been set aside and we like it's something that we're not going to complete. Well, I encourage you today, those things that you can complete for this year, I want you to focus in on them this week. Hone in on them this week. Put special attention to making sure that these things are completed. Why? Because it's going to give you a sense of accomplishment. It's going to make sure that you're a strong finisher and it's going to propel you towards your future. And that is what we want to do. We don't want to just muddle along. Sometimes we find ourselves muddling along. You say, Lydia, what do you mean by muddle along? Muddling along means that I'm going with the flow. So it don't work for me. It works for everybody else. That's not true. It works for you when you work it. Okay, I want you to hear what I just said. It works for you when you work it. So this morning, I'm encouraging you to refocus so that you can work the plan in which you have been given, so that you can reach the goal in which you have been given, so that you can reach the vision in which you have been given. So this morning's motivation is refocus. Refocus. Don't let everything pull you away left and right from what you're supposed to be doing. Grab your list, grab the things that you plan to do in 2025, We've already prioritized them. We've already looked through what we can move and carry over to 2026. But those things, this will not beat me. I will not take this into another year. I said I was going to start working out. I'm not going to start working out January 1. I'm going to start working out today. I said I was going to go back to school. I'm not going to start looking for a school January 1. I'm going to do it today. I'm going to sign up today. I'm going to do what's necessary today. I'm going to refocus my passion and my energy into the things that I said I would be capable of doing. You can do it, I promise you. It's just a case of refocusing yourself to get what you know you're supposed to have, to get what you know God has called you to be or called you to get, to be who you know God has called you to be. Guys, I want you to really, really, just as I'm doing myself, refocus, refocus. Let all the noise be quieted, that you may be able to concentrate on that thing that is for you to do. Guys, we only have a few days left in 2025. Let's make them count by refocusing, realigning, and start moving towards the direction where we want to go in 2026. Look, I love you guys. I hope that you are having an amazing day. I pray that everything you put your hands to will prosper. You have an amazing day on purpose, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.